Little pickle. Yes, guys. Little pickle. Big pickle. Little pickle. Big pickle. Little pickle, big pickle, pickle Rick. Little pickle, big pickle, pickle Rick. Little pickle, pickle Rick. Let's go.
Let's go!
Yes, guys.
Hey guys, and welcome again to another episode of Big Pickle Goes Retro. I am once again not being joined by Little Pickle for this journey down memory lane as we go back a little over 20 years ago to open up a 6-pack of 2001-2002 Victory hockey trading cards. Now, not necessarily the most exciting product, but there's still some interesting stuff to look at. Obviously, I don't think Victory is particularly one that a lot of people would YouTube, considering it's a bit older. It's not exactly a brand that has stood the test of time, but hey, we've got Mr. Hockey's great review of 50 of the top players as selected by Mr. Hockey, the now deceased Gordie Howe. Inserts averaging 1 per pack as well. If what I've seen online is correct, there is actually the potential for some autos as well. So you get your Mr. Hockey. So sorry, here we go. Give you a quick look at the odds, showing that we get a great in one in each pack and Victory Gold in one in every other pack. Now, these are all from the vending machine at one of our local hockey arenas. So whether or not we end up with a little bit of damage, as our friend Freedom Sufferer might say, remains to be seen. But hey, I don't know that we're expecting to find anything too valuable, but looking for a fun, cheap rip, which I know a lot of people in the community can appreciate. Those of us who don't always get the hobby boxes and whatnot. And oh, looks like our Mr. Great is at the back, so I'm gonna do a flip around, do a quick little, here we go. I'm trying to figure out if no, I don't think we have any stickage, so we're all good. Don't need to break out the crack. Craig Conroy, Kalle Johansson, who was briefly a Toronto Maple Leaf under the tutelage of John Ferguson Jr., Scott Young. Oh, upside down man, Marian Hossa. Super Stoppers, Felix the Cat. That's a little PC pile right there. Scotty Hartnell. His name is Sammy Paulson. Oh, Johan Hedberg had his brief run as being I'm trying to remember. I feel like he had a stretch there with Pittsburgh where he put up some decent numbers. Keith Tkachuk, son of the controversial Matthew Tkachuk. And oh, here we go. Mr. Hockey's greats, Keith Primo, whose career got cut a little bit short due to concussion issues. I'll always remember him for the quintuple overtime winner against the Pittsburgh Penguins when I was actually on vacation in Florida. Came back to our room very late at night to realize the hockey game was still on for some reason. Craziness. Quintuple overtime is a little bit crazy. Henrik Sedin. Super Stopper, Jocelyn Thibault. I don't know, I guess I could have made a Super Stoppers pile, but oh well. Martin Saint-Louis. Evgeny Nabokov. Shout out to Sharks Rule. Chad Kilger, briefly a Toronto Maple Leaf. Oh, Pavel Bure. Obviously more noted for his days in Vancouver. Mike Modano. A little something here. We'll just slide that to the back. Wait, we actually do have a little bit of stickage. Not still the same way as some of those other cards. Rob Blake. Not the Pittsburgh Penguin we were looking for. Martin Straka. And hey, former Toronto Maple Leaf, Steve Sullivan. And look at that. We got our first gold in our second pack, just as the odds said we might. Alright, on to pack number 3. Here. Continuing to keep forgetting to not spoil. Don't spoil the foil, you don't spoil the last card either, right? Alright. Alex Tanguay. I don't know what I'm doing with all of these, other than we got the greats there. Dennis Hamill. Brian Ralston, who I feel like was probably more famous for his days in New Jersey, but Trevor Lotowski. Up and down and all around. Theo Fleury, obviously we'll remember it as a Calgary Flame. And then more super stoppers. Mike Vernon, obviously won cups in both Calgary and Detroit. Dave Lowry, I'm going to give him the nice hand stamp because I can't quite reach the elbow drop. If for no other reason because of the fact that he cut Doug Gilmour's run in Toronto very, very short. Alexei Kovalov, our second of the gold cards. Cujo. And there we go. That's what I talk about. That's a nice pick right there, Gordie Howe. Nicholas Lidstrom. Greats. All right. Into the home stretch, into the second half of our 6 packs. I'll just do it off screen. I don't know that everybody's gonna get too much excitement from watching me actually rip open the pack, especially since I don't do it like a professional quite yet. So I need to keep working on that. Ed Jovanovski. Oh, I think we got our first rookies, I think. But yes, Victory Prospects. So in this one, it's kind of like those old school baseball cards from the 70s and 80s where you got multiple prospects on there. Oddly enough, for the fact that it was Colorado and there's 2 guys on here, and as far as I know, neither guys made it. And they certainly churned out more than enough talent back in the day. Andrei Markov. Vinny Vaclav Prospal. Hey, there's the Eagle. Eddie Belfour. Andrew Brunette. Super stopper. Arthur Zerbe, who would go on in this season, unfortunately, to backstop the Carolina Hurricanes to take out the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sergei Gonchar. Hey, there's Ray Bourque getting his cup. And another superstar defenseman, Ryan Leach. So doing nice on the greats, I think, or at least back-to-back Hall of Fame defensemen. Big Pickle, much in the way of the tin rip that he did with Freedom Suffer, is suffering again from nail trimming. All right, more Sharks action. Teemu Salani. Sharks attack is, I guess, what I meant to say, not Sharks rule. I don't know why I said that, other than it's the end of the workday. Mike Johnson, former Toronto Maple Leaf. Peter Nedved. Damon Langkow. Marty Brodeur, all-time wins leader. Darby Hendrickson, another ex-Leaf. Look at this, upside down, every which way. Tanabe, Mr. David Tanabe, it is back. Ron Tugnut, remember him with those with the Ottawa Senators, trying to backstop his way past the Buffalo Sabres. Made an amazing amount of saves, but still couldn't get it done. Vyacheslav Kozlov. Oh, Freedom Sufferer. Is this card okay? He's okay. We have Cujo. We have Dominic. I'm sorry about the angle, as I've mentioned before. When I do these behind the camera shoots with us off screen, well, me off screen in this case, it's a bit tricky to see the screen. I'm going to have to see about getting a different stand for the cards here. Anyways, let's wrap this up. Peter Sikora. What are we doing here? What are we doing with this mess? Oh, Patrick Waugh. Super duper stopper. Yanni Niinema. Oh, Espen Knutsen. Is that right? From Norway. PJ, aka Per Johan Axelsen. Oh, Nikolai Habby Bulin, the Bulin Wall. After he'd already won his cup. Jani Lakonen. Oh, there we go. We finally got our third gold, which the odds balanced out. Got our victory. It's a prospect too, Maxime Ouellette. There weren't a lot of great prospects in this set, so I'm not really surprised that we didn't grab a great one either. Oleg Petrov, and it's Oli the goalie to end us off, getting our 6 hockey greats, including Kolzig, the Dominator, Brian Leach, Nicholas Lidstrom, Martin Straka, Keith Primo. So the greats for 50 players being picked from the league at that time, not too bad, I guess, since 3 of those were Hall of Famers. And then we got our 3 gold cards. Kovalev probably being the biggest hit out of those 3 there, and hey, we got ourselves a Felix the Cat card. So love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too long. Catch you guys in the next one. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.